2. That's right, 12. Kids and wives and 9 to 5s. We are married to the games, y'all. Happy holidays. I hope you guys are drinking eggnog and bundling up when it's cold out there. Gabe Patillo, along with Timothy Hall and Tim Router, of course. Thank you for coming back and joining us. We are happy to be here. Thank you for listening. We're married to the games. We're keeping it moving. We talking about video games and marriage and jobs and all kinds of things. Ain't that right, y'all?
Yes.
That's right.
You tell them.
And the church says amen.
Amen.
Tim Router, how was your weekend, bud?
Man, it was good. The holidays are in full swing right now. I put garland up on our house. We got our Christmas tree lit up, and it was a lot of just running around. And Lauren's like 100% full throttle at the store right now, filling Christmas card orders and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, so it's been really good. Got a new computer I'm really excited about.
Ooh.
Yeah, MacMall.com had some blowout deals going on MacBook Pros last week, and my buddy Eric emailed me because he knew I was looking for a new one. And I've had a 7-year-old, I think, Generation 1 titanium MacBook Pro, the 17-inch.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, that thing, and that's what I do my work on. So like I was just waiting for that hard drive to crash. I back it up every morning. But man, that thing is a beast, and I've had that for 7 years, and I finally got basically the latest MacBook Pro 17-inch, which of course now they're not making anymore because of the 15-inch Retina displays. But this thing is just super fast. I feel it's like a totally different. I'm working so much more efficiently now, and I love it. It's just great.
Did your stuff back up all right?
Oh, I didn't lose a thing.
There you go.
Lose a thing. I just transferred from one MacBook Pro to the other. Didn't lose a single thing. And Time Machine's a great thing too.
Man, I tell you what, Router, freaking Mac. I'm not a Mac guy. I've always been a PC guy because of gaming from back in the day, and I've just kind of stayed in that speed. But that is one thing that you guys do really, really well, is that doggone Time Machine.
No, Time Machine is a beast.
That thing is amazing.
It is beautiful, and because I've had on my old MacBook Pro, I did have a hard drive failure, and fortunately, I was still under their Apple Care, but I had to send it out, and then when I got it back, I just plugged in my external drive back into the MacBook Pro and opened up Time Machine, and boom, I didn't lose anything. It was great.
Doggone it!
Yeah,
awesome.
Man, I love Time Machine. I'm about to set up a NAS and then just use that as our Time Machine backup for like all of our computers.
Yeah, it's great. So thank you, MacMall.com. And they've got all kinds of stuff just because they're not doing the 17-inch MacBook Pros anymore. Like the prices were a lot cheaper. I got a 2.5 gigahertz. I got their latest A7 processor. It's just great. I got everything. I am pimped out. So I'm super excited.
So are you going to wipe your old one clean and sell it for like $800?
No, actually, Lauren's going to use that for like her little home computer, or we'll have that as a backup because we have so many pictures of Piper that are on our computers, and so this is going to kind of be our backup to all those pictures, and we want to make sure that like we keep that. And I'm going to have a backup to a backup too, just because it's going to make it. You know, if we lose those pictures, that's going to be the end of it. You know, I'm screwed. But yeah, it was great. So all in all, awesome weekend. Holidays in full swing. Piper's loving the Christmas tree lights. She's like waving at the tree and just crawling around it. Thankfully, she's not eating any pine needles or anything like that. But it's great, man. I love this time of year. It's fun.
There you go. You get any gaming in at all?
Yes,
You've
sir.
been too busy.
I finished Assassin's Creed 3. It is done.
Oh, you finished it.
It is done.
42 like 100%
hours.
Done?
100%. I got the perfectionist trophy. Everything's done.
That's amazing.
No way.
Yeah, it was 42.5 hours of gameplay.
Woo!
So yeah, I racked it up, man. It was great.
That's RPG hours right there.
Yes, it is. So yeah.
Golly.
So now I'm kind of like, all right, well, what am I gonna start playing now? Because I'm kind of wanting to wait because I've told everybody, just get me gift cards or Amazon cards or GameStop cards or whatever, because I just want to go and buy a ton of stuff over the holidays. And so I think what I'm going to do is I still have a bunch of PS Plus downloads that I got, like Borderlands, and they have Infamous 2 up there, and I have that downloaded. So I may go and play some of these older games just to kind of fill her up until the holidays kick in and I can get some of those gift cards and then go to town.
There you go.
Man, yeah, I'd recommend going to Borderlands first.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I started the campaign a couple weeks ago, before Assassin's Creed 3 and shortly after Borderlands 2 came out. So I started it. So yeah, I want to keep going now.
Yeah, it's a slow starter, man. Definitely give it like maybe 3 to 5 hours to get you hooked. It's definitely a slow starter though. And then when
I'm
you get
excited for it.
And then like whenever you get to 2, you'll be like, yeah, okay, this is way better.
Yeah.
I mean, one is still good, but if you like play 2 and then you play 1, you're like, this sucks. But if you play 1 without knowing what 2 is yet, then you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is cool.
Well, I mean, Borderlands 2 is definitely on my list. So if I can get Borderlands done, then I can get Borderlands 2, and I'll go right into it. So I'm excited. But man, I'm used to slow starts because Assassin's Creed 3 was like 5-6 hours of slow starts, and then it really starts to kick in. And I got to say this, as a huge Assassin's Creed fan, I didn't like uber love Assassin's Creed 3. I liked it.
No.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I think it was beautiful. I thought the sets were great. I'm familiar with the combat. I'm familiar with all this stuff. But I just kind of felt a little at the end. I was like, okay, well, it's done. I don't have to do it anymore. And I don't have to, if nothing else is out, I may go back and play it again. So guys, if you want to borrow it, by all means. But, it was good, but it wasn't like, I think I'm kind of in the middle, like a lot of other people. A lot of people either really love it or they don't like it, or they're just kind of, huh. And you know what? Compared to the other Assassins, I think Connor's a little bit of a pansy. He's kind of a wino. And he's just like, yeah, he's just like, I got to save my people and freedom and blah, blah, blah. And it's different because in Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio, he's kind of like suave and slick. Mm-hmm. And, he's a little more laid back. And Connor's all like high strung out. Like he's about to get, I don't know. He just seems a little more strung out than all the other Assassins. So he kind of got on my nerves after a while. But I mean, it was good. I liked it. Gabe, I'll let you borrow it. Tim, you could borrow it if you want.
Is Ben Franklin in the game?
Yes, he is.
Sold.
Yep. He is, and he actually has a very long dialogue. If you go to like this general store, and his general store in Boston, and he just talks, and you can listen to his conversation forever, and it's actually pretty hilarious.
That's awesome. Can you buy a copy of Common Sense?
That you cannot do, unfortunately. But you can try and hunt down some of his pamphlets, his early writings, and I don't know if Common Sense is one of them, but that's one of the side missions, which I didn't do because I heard the reward is worth nothing. You have to chase these flying pamphlets throughout Boston and New York. And it's a real pain, actually, because what ends up happening is you have to climb up on the roofs, and it kind of shifts one direction and goes another direction. But there's also guards up there, so then you alert the guards, and then you got to kill them, and it's just, and then you lose the pamphlet; it floats away. But I mean, I did all of the other side missions and collected all the feathers, and I will say the naval combat is a ton of fun. I finished all those missions, and that is a lot of fun to do, and it's really cool.
That's awesome.
But you're going to find, especially if you're trying to do 100% sync, like I spent on a couple missions, I spent at least an hour and a half, 2 hours trying to get it right. It can be a very frustrating game at times. So, but I'm kind of used to it because, me being the perfectionist, I'll go back and just do it over and do it over and do it over again. But I was really frustrated on a couple, to the point where I ended up YouTubing some of it to see like, how the heck do you do this? So yeah.
Thank God for YouTube.
I know. AS3 in the bag. If you guys want to borrow it, by all means, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it.
Great job.
Yep.
Great job. Hall, how was your weekend?
How do you guys have this much energy at 7:30 in the morning?
Dude, I've been up since 4.
It's all a front. It's all a front for me.
That's what I was thinking as soon as we started. And Gabe's energy, he was like, all right, well, this is the second take, so I don't know if it's going to be as good. And then you just were even more explosive. So I was just like, man.
It's what I do for a
nuts.
living, you know.
No, I mean, I'm coming off of the night shift, so I'm really tired. I don't even know how I'm awake, but I guess
You're on a countdown, too, on that night shift, brother.
That's right. Next week, first shift. Hooray.
Amen. Welcome to life. Welcome to real civilization.
Come back to the living. Well, actually, I got a lot of I got some game time in with the Xbox and stuff because my new TV came. So
that's right.
And my theory was correct on the sound and stuff. I got a 43-inch Samsung Plasma.
Yeah.
And the sound on it is great. It is awesome.
Good.
Is it as good as your old LG that you had?
Actually, it's better. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I love Samsung.
Oh yeah, I'm probably going to just buy Samsungs from now on.
Yeah, we are such a Samsung family.
But yeah, I think what was it? I got to play some Gears of War this weekend. Gears of War multiplayer. Again, realizing that I'm not good at it at all, but I logged in and saw that my my brother-in-law was logged in, so just played some rounds with him. And I picked up Magic the Gathering last week for like $5 on Xbox. So I was playing that.
Tap that.
That's awesome. Did you get any Halo 4 in?
Nah, not really. The funny thing about Magic is that I got it for, I guess, quote unquote, free on PS Plus like maybe 2 years ago, or right when PS Plus came out. And like I had never played like Magic, like the actual brick and mortar card game. Yeah. But like I played and the reason I'd never played the card game is because it always looked kind of intimidating to me. Like I was like, man, I'm gonna have to go through and just like learn all this crap, and it's just I don't want to have to do that. And playing it on the console though was actually a fun experience because the tutorial is like 5 minutes long, and after that you understand it, and you can just play through. You don't have to find anybody to play with you. You don't have to keep track of a deck or anything. It just does it all for you, and that's why I loved like the actual console game. So.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Really, it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think they had it on sale on PlayStation too last week. Like it's normally $10, but I think it was on sale for $5, and it's well worth $5, definitely.
What?
Yeah.
What do you do in it?
You play Magic the Gathering. You can play either
like with cards.
Yeah, like you play with cards, but it's on the screen, and everything's like all of the spells and costs of everything and all that stuff are taken care of for you, so you don't have to like keep track of it or keep like a notepad or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Is it animated?
Yeah, it like moves the cards around and stuff. Like it doesn't have like cut scenes or anything like that. It just moves the cards around for you. So it's really awesome.
You just play online?
Yeah, you can play online, or there's like a computer campaign. And it's actually a pretty good AI campaign. Like I thoroughly recommend it.
There you go.
That's very cool. Yeah,
Gabe, you should have picked that up last week.
Nah, man, I don't know about Magic the Gathering.
Nah, I ain't mad at
you. Waiting for it. You're like a lion in the tall grass.
Exactly.
Waiting to use that every time.
And this Monday also I was on, I guess you could call it bed rest, because I severely bruised my ankle on Sunday. So I was like, I just called up and I was like, I'm not going to work tonight. There's no way. I couldn't even walk.
You weren't playing basketball, were you?
Screw this. Nah, I was running with my dog. So
did you step in a ditch or something, or you just twisted
kind of. See, the thing is that when I was running, I was thinking to myself, I'm probably going to step in a hole or something. And then I had here it is. I had that moment where it almost happened. So then in my mind, I saw it happening, and then it happened 5 seconds later.
Nice. You had a Final Destination moment.
Exactly.
Nice.
It was exactly that. And my ankle went completely sideways, and I don't know if it was my mind or something, but I heard like just a loud crunch.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It must have just been my mind throwing in sound effects or something, whatever.
No,
But,
your ankle will pop for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you do that.
Well, it was less of a
God.
pop and more of a crunch, that's for sure. Like it
don't
almost
think
sounded it just really, like, when it happened I was like, yeah, I broke it. There's no way I didn't. But
I think the pop is worse than the crunch, actually.
Oh, it hurt so bad.
That's the worst.
I was just like, man, wow. And so
Did you go all the way to the ground?
No, I actually hobbled. So at that point, it's like I kept my weight off of it. And I just went inside and laid down and elevated it immediately. And basically just took a look at the damage. The bruise didn't show up for about an hour, but it was pretty big bruise, probably the size of a baseball or so, just kind of coming out of the foot. But it was like, I wouldn't say like maybe like half a baseball, kind of like half of it sticking out. It was just really big, so it just made my foot look crazy. But we iced it and stuff, and the swelling went down pretty quick, so no biggie. But the good part of it was that Monday I got to play. I fired up The Walking Dead finally.
There you go. Da, da, da,
It's about
da, da.
Thank you.
I think I just heard somebody's phone touch a tone or something.
Yep.
Thank
you.
Weird. That was me singing.
Oh, okay.
And your thoughts?
Yeah, anyway, I played through episode 1 and 2, and it's pretty good. I like it. The controls threw me off about the first hour. Because
it didn't throw you off for that long.
What's that?
It didn't throw you off for that long.
Yeah, it did, for about an hour.
An hour's like the whole first episode.
No, it's not. The first episode's like 2.5. The first 2 episodes took me about 5.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah. I go through and I look for everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I actually, and I talk to every character every time, too. So
okay, there you go.
Just to make sure I'm not missing anything.
I'm kind of one of those guys, too. I'm like, she said the same thing to me 3 times in a row now.
Yep, I think it's time. It's good. Best. I can move on now. Yep.
It's so funny because I want to kind of like talk spoilers with you guys, but I really don't want to ruin anything for anybody. So
yeah, but it is a good game.
Let me just say, on the first episode, when you had to end up saving somebody, because I don't think that's a spoiler.
No, it's not.
Did you guys go with the more popular, or did you go with the less popular?
I can't remember. What did I do?
I don't remember either.
Okay, we're going to have a spoiler moment. Go ahead and fast forward 30 seconds if you haven't played it and you don't want to know. Did you save the girl or the guy?
At which part?
In the first episode.
I don't remember.
I thought it was hilarious because I saved the girl, and then when it ended, it was like 80% of people saved the girl, and I was like, well, no kidding. It's mostly guys playing this game, I'm sure. I just thought that was hysterical.
That is funny. I mean,
it didn't help the guy
sad.
that he was like kind of nerdy, and I think even if the girls were playing the game, I don't even think they would have saved him anyway.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Screw this guy! I'm saving the girl."
It didn't help him. I think pretty much the general consensus from everybody was that they saved the girl, so it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it is a great game. I love that.
Oh Very excited. Man, I'm loving it so far. So
good. You just keep going, man. 3, 4, and 5 are killer.
I'm glad you set your pride aside and you decided to play it.
It's not pride so much as I just can't play things not inverted. So
sure you can. You've played 5 hours of something.
I worked on it.
You're more talented than you thought.
The controls are easy though, so
they're really easy.
It's not fast paced.
It's more of a cursor. It's more of a cursor than it is a.
It really is
crosshair.
Yeah. Crosshair, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, still playing it on the PC would probably still be the best.
I agree. Gabe,
I'm trying.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I'm trying to think of anything else I got into this weekend, but I think that was pretty much it. Mostly just kind of testing out the TV. And actually, I got a news story we'll mention later on, so you guys can go ahead.
I meant to ask you if you did finish Borderlands 2, right?
I'm close. I'm on the last mission right now.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to let us know how get your final thoughts on that too once you finish it.
And that's the thing is I'm trying to get through it. Like I think I've probably sunk 30 hours into it, and that's not doing a whole lot of the side mission stuff. So.
Oh wow, that's just on the main mission. Okay.
Well, I've done a lot of the side missions, but the problem is that there are a ton of side missions, but they don't scale with you. So like, you know how in Fallout you can do a mission at any time and the enemies are a match?
Right.
Whereas in Borderlands, all the missions have set levels. So it's like once you've done enough missions and you've kind of progressed past that, if you go play that mission, it gives you less XP. So you're getting almost nothing. And then also, too, the enemies are just pushovers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, it's not really fun because, like I say, you get nothing out of it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. What would be the point in doing that then?
Yeah, any enemies that you kill that are like, I think, maybe 4 levels under you, it gives you like 1 XP. So
oh boy,
not worth it.
It's
that's not worth it at all.
I don't know why they didn't scale all the missions, but whatever.
Mr. Patillo, we haven't even talked about your weekend.
Oh, mine was simple. I was on the road a lot and beat Black Ops 2. So
nice.
Good.
That's about it.
Moving on then.
No. I meant to ask you if you've gotten anywhere else in the Mass Effect series. Have you played 3?
Yeah.
No, because of that freaking Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, man. I'm freaking loving that game.
Yes, thank you. I do. I love that game.
And another thing is to not rush myself. I left Mass Effect 3 at home while I was on the road and only had 2 out there with me, and then took Black Ops and took Assassin's Creed. So I was trying to focus in because I get a little scattered. Like I was on like the 3rd to last level on Black Ops and then started Assassin's Creed and then played that for hours and then picked Black Ops back up and beat Black Ops. Black Ops is good, but the campaign, man, like I was saying before, I don't think it's on that Modern Warfare 3 level, but that's okay. I know
overall it's an okay game. It's not like your favorite.
Yeah, the campaign is just like, and I know everybody, like a lot of my buddies are like, oh, the multiplayer is so great. And so I understand that's what the majority of people play it for. I mean, I talked to a guy the other day. I was like, yeah, have you played any of the campaign? He was like, the campaign? He looked at me like I was an idiot. So I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I know. But, because I was trying to explain to him that since I'm on the road, we don't have good internet everywhere we go. And so, there's not always that option to even play online. So finish the campaign. It's good. It's good.
All right. That's
you know what I mean?
Now, where were you this weekend?
I have no idea. Let's see.
You just wake up, you don't even know where you are.
Yeah, there has been a couple times where you wake up, you're like, hey, morning, guys. Where are we? And they're like, Baton Rouge. You're like, oh, Baton Rouge. I don't know. We were in a couple places. I think it was the first weekend of the Hits Deep tour. So I think it was Memphis and Baton Rouge and somewhere else, and it's escaping me right now. But the shows have been awesome, and they were all sold out this weekend. So that's always a lot of fun when they're sold out. And
that's cool.
And then we're coming to, not this weekend, but next weekend we're coming to Nashville. So we'll be home doing a show. And so and the ticket sales are already crazy for that. And so that's really exciting, not to bore anybody with numbers. But
man, I forgot to mention too that I might not be able to make that show because I'm graduating that day. I forgot about that.
Oh man.
Oh, boo.
Dude, where are
you
your
should
priorities?
Just come in.
Come
yeah,
on.
exactly. What the heck?
That's the thing is I'd be able to make it if family wasn't coming to town. Like we got family coming in and all that stuff. So
man, just tell them you can't make it. Just tell them you can't make it.
Can't make it to graduation. I can't make it.
Exactly.
I got a thing.
Get a sick slip from your doctor.
Yeah, that's right. Get a permission slip and you're good. But
It's
yeah,
not like
December 14th.
I don't even think I'm going to get my real piece of paper that day anyway, so we'll see.
Exactly. They just going to give you a rolled up piece of blank paper.
Yep.
It's going to be an IOU 1 degree.
Exactly.
December 14th, Bridgestone Arena, Nashville, Tennessee. Go see our boy Gabe and Toby Mac and the whole rest of the crew. It's a great show.
Dang it, it's on
good.
Friday. I was going to say Sunday.
Sunday.
Router, hit us off with some release stuff.
Yeah, so the new releases are slowly but surely starting to peter out, and I have a feeling like this week will probably be like the last of the great hype ones because Far Cry 3 comes out this week.
Boy,
and
oh boy.
A lot of people are talking about it and loving it. So I'm actually looking forward to this one.
That thing looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it looks really good, and I've seen some gameplay already, and a lot of reviews are coming in saying this game is really good. So I'm stoked for that. So that comes out Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. Speaking of Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy comes out PS3, $15 through PSN, only 15 bones.
Well, 15 bones for the first one.
Oh, is it just for the first one?
Yeah, the trilogy.
Yeah,
I think
all
is
3 is like $60.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Which is still cheap for all 3, to be honest with you. So
yeah, I think I want to play it. I'm not a huge sci-fi kind of a person, but I might try it. But let's see what else we got.
Not unless it involves the Animus, huh?
Screw that.
The Animus is not sci-fi at all.
Yes, not at all, not one bit, and that's why I don't like it because I can't stand the whole Animus stuff.
I know. I remember you saying that.
I'm curious if you're going to start to hate Desmond or not, but we'll get to that later. So let's see what else. We got Skyrim Dragonborn is coming out for PC, Xbox 360, but unfortunately PS3 is scheduled for sometime in 2013.
I think they're just going to wait and do like a Skyrim Game of the Year for PS3. I think that's what they're going to do.
You're probably right. So that comes out this week, and the Resistance Collection on PS3 for $39.99 this week.
And that's a heck of a deal because the third game is amazing. So
yeah, I that's another one on my list, I think, because I know I played the demo for Resistance 3 Hall, and I know you were like, it doesn't do it justice, so I need to check that game out again.
I can probably just let you borrow it soon. So
alrighty.
Man, I was going to say, like, for all those people that bought Black Friday PS3s, man, if you need some games to get, Resistance 3, you don't need to play the first 2. Uncharted 3, Uncharted 2, you know, there's a bunch of really good games to get.
Good starter games.
Yeah, Infamous is also great.
Yeah, I'm going to start Infamous too, so I'm excited about that. I have no idea what it's about.
That one I might encourage you to play the first one first.
Okay.
I don't know if that's one you want to jump into the second one because you're going to be like, wait, what? Wait, what?
Okay.
Wait, what? So, I mean, because it's so story driven, I think you might want to eBay that first one.
Alrighty.
It'll be super cheap. But
of course. Yeah.
I got it when the PlayStation was apologizing for getting hacked. So I actually got 1 and 2 for free like Hall did. Yeah. So,
you got that. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. Cause I've always heard Infamous, but I've never played it. So
yeah.
But that's pretty much it for this week. I mean, it's starting to get lighter and lighter as we get close to the holidays.
Speaking,
and we go ahead.
No, go. Sorry.
No, I was done. Last week we got some release stuff for 2013. So, we rev back January 1. We rev that engine back up and get all of our hype back up for some great new games coming out next year.
That's what I'm talking about. I was just saying,
can't wait for new hardware.
Yes, that would be nice too.
Sorry, Gabe, I trampled over you.
It will be nice. Oh, no. It will be nice for sure for the new hardware. I was just saying, speaking of free, BioShock 2 for PS Plus users just went free, so I'm glad I just bought that.
Ooh.
A couple weeks ago. So if you're interested on BioShock, get that. Also, there's the first DLCs are hitting for Assassin's Creed 3, so just in time for Router to be done with it. The hidden secrets. No release date yet for the Nintendo. Sorry, Reggie. But it came out, I think, yesterday for Xbox,
Yes.
and then today for PS3, which is switched around from what we've talked about before with PS3 releasing stuff like that earlier.
And they're saying that the DLC packs are adding about an hour of extra content, and you're going to get in. Yeah, apparently, but for those 3 missions, you get an hour of extra content. In-game weapons will be rewarded for completing each mission. Done.
There you go. I've never done DLC before.
Neither have I.
I've done it on occasion, but usually it's not worth the amount you pay for it. You know, you'll get like an hour or 2 hours of gameplay for like $8 or $10 usually. And
that's the thing. Like, there's so many other things that I think I'd want to spend my money on right now with all these other games that a DLC isn't. It's not that appealing to me.
Well, I know this isn't like a fair comparison, but like, let's say like you bought a Mass Effect DLC for like $8 and you play, and it was like, let's just say 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I bought Fallout 3 for like $10 and I played that for maybe 45 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like
doesn't
DLC
quite pan out. Yeah.
Exactly. And usually if I want DLC, I just wait on the Game of the Year edition, or when the Game of the Year edition comes out, I just sell the vanilla version and get that. So
that's smart.
It's always a cheaper proposition because, for instance, with Borderlands, even I waited for the Game of the Year edition and I got it for like $30. So, I mean, by doing so, like each DLC pack was like $10. So the game plus all the DLC was like $100. So waiting on it to be $30 for everything, it was just a no-brainer.
Do most Game of the Year editions come with all of the DLC?
That's pretty much what they are.
Okay, so that's standard. So any Game of the Year is going to have everything with it. Okay.
Pretty much.
I tell you what, Sega had a sale over the weekend on Amazon. Did you guys catch that at all? For the it was like 5 games for $5. And
was
they were
it the PC
they were
games
old
or something?
Yes. I almost got it just cuz. But I don't have a USB controller anymore because mine broke. But if I still had that, I would have got it. Because it was like, just for even 2 of them, I think it was Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi were 2 of the 5. And I used to love those games.
Yeah, I love them too. I hate to say it, man, but you can use your PS3 controller with your computer.
Oh, yeah, with the Bluetooth?
Yeah.
I don't have, you know what's funny? My laptop doesn't have Bluetooth on it.
Oh,
weird, right?
Come on. Yeah.
I know, that's
here's
weird.
An idea. Go get a MacBook then.
or just go get a Bluetooth dongle for like $5.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just thought I always thought that was weird. I don't really do Bluetooth with anything, but the other day I was looking for it and I was like, this laptop ain't got no Bluetooth on it.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do? Hall, you got something?
I was gonna mention, did you guys hear about these are probably biased statistics, but on the PlayStation blog, they were talking about how the PS3 is #1 for Netflix streaming. Did you guys hear about that?
I didn't understand why that was news.
Yeah.
Well, sorry for bringing it up. No.
I was just saw it. I felt like I saw it all over the place, and I was like, I wonder why they're pushing this so hard. Like, okay, good job. Like, I didn't understand the point. Yeah.
No, the reason I wanted to mention it is because the Netflix app on the PS3 arguably is the best one.
Okay.
So people kind of
that's for sure.
Yeah, people kind of gravitate to which console has the better apps for certain things. And that's why I guess one of the reasons I wanted to mention it is because either it was last episode or the episode before I'd mentioned that I was hoping that they'd bring an Xfinity app to the PlayStation 3. Reason being is because it would be better than the Xbox One, and I really wish they would do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's just the app developers, I guess they make their own apps for the PS3, because with the Xbox, I think Microsoft makes the apps for them, and they're always slow and clunky, and they suck, period.
Exactly.
I mean, they're just something to be dealt with more than something that I actually enjoy using, whereas the Netflix app on the PS3 is worlds better than the Xbox One.
And I think, and internet's free on PS3, so it's not like you're paying the...
Yeah, you don't have to pay for gold to use it, so...
Yeah,
like to use Netflix.
Seriously, exactly. It's not like you're paying twice to stream a movie. You're just
yeah,
paying
that's
for
one
Netflix.
of the things that like Microsoft has been criticized for with Xbox Live is that they hide literally everything behind a paywall. So you can't use Netflix, you can't use like Hulu, you can't use Internet Explorer, you can't use
online
anything.
gaming, nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. They should at least let you use Netflix. I don't understand. Like they have no stock in Netflix. What do they care if you use it or not?
Right. What stock do they have in the internet? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the internet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what made me gravitate to PS3 in the first place. Number one, I had the Blu-ray player, which, you know, I was like, oh, well, it's two things in one. But then I was like, wait. Because when the Xbox first came out, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you had to buy the Xbox and the wireless adapter if you wanted to hook up to wireless. And
that's the case.
And the yearly thing. I was like, wait, what? I was like, so before I got to get on the internet, I got to buy this thing that connects to the thing I just bought and then connect to the internet and then pay for the internet on top of that. I was like, that ain't happening, Jack.
Gabe, I did the same thing when I was shopping around for a console too, because I was doing comparisons too, and I'm like, man, this is gonna get really expensive because I got to buy all this external hardware and all these adapters, and then here's the PS3 with a Blu-ray. I'm like, done. I need a Blu-ray anyway, so let's do that.
Exactly. And know what's interesting is that America does not agree with how we think about that, because I tell you what, on Black Friday just alone, the Xbox was the big winner and sold like 750,000 units.
I know,
over the
man.
PlayStation's 525 and over the Wii's 400,000.
I think
Xbox swept it.
Well, I think it's mostly the younger demographic. Kids are graduating from their Wii's and they want Xboxes. Because, like, in schools and stuff, man, like elementary school, junior high, high school, I've got brother-in-laws who just came out of those not too long ago. Everybody plays Xbox, period. But adults, almost probably 75% of the adults I know have PlayStation 3s. So
yeah. Is it just ingrained in their skulls that they have to go with Microsoft products?
Well, you want what your friends have. That's pretty much it.
I guess.
Because you play online with your friends, so.
That's true.
It just added $100. I remember back in the day, it added $100 on top of the console price already. And I wasn't willing to do that.
See, that's why the PlayStation 3 was so expensive at launch, because they just threw everything under the hood at once, which may have not been the best idea. But like nowadays, though, as far as value is concerned, if you want the best value, the PlayStation 3 is a no-brainer, because if you're an adult, because most adults have them. It has the built-in, the Xbox has the built-in wireless now, but so does the PlayStation 3. You can play online for free. It has, multi-platform games, and then the exclusives are better. I mean, Xbox, at this point, I think Xbox has like 3 exclusives.
Right.
Where PlayStation has tons.
They still cleaned up real well last weekend. I saw that those sales numbers too, Gabe.
It's kids,
like,
man.
Cow.
It's kids.
It is. And
I'm telling you.
Have you seen a whole lot of PS3 ads? I don't see a single commercial for that. All I ever see is Xbox.
I think it's because Kevin Butler got in trouble, and now he's doing McCormick ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They have gone, the ads for PlayStation have gone way down ever since the Kevin Butler thing.
Yeah, I saw him on a McCormick commercial, and I couldn't stop laughing.
That's awesome.
So for people that don't know, the guy who did Kevin Butler did a commercial for Bridgestone, the tire company, and in the commercial, he's playing the new Wii U before it came out, and Sony was upset about that because they're like, hello, you're our mascot. That's like the freaking Bulls mascot doing dunks over at the Knicks arena. You're like,
exactly.
I need you to cut back over here where you belong in Chicago. Stop messing around with the Knicks.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be the title of the episode. Stop messing around with the Knicks.
Nice.
Stop messing around with the Knicks. You know what's funny? I think these numbers. We've all talked about not having a lot of gaming friends, and it might be our age, even though the demographic for gaming is older than all of us. But I thought this was interesting. I was like, man, so, 750,000 Xboxes are sold on Black Friday, 525,000 PS3s, 400,000 Wii U's, 160 Vitas. But they, and I still don't know anybody. And then I saw this story. Did you guys see the story about Michelle Obama at the military family lunch a couple days ago?
Oh,
was she playing Evita?
No, that'd be hilarious though.
That would be funny.
But they had at the White House, they had a lunch for military families, and the kids are going around. I guess they talk about what they want for Christmas, and this little kid goes up there and was like, "I want a Wii U," and Michelle Obama's like, "You want a Wii game?" And she was like, "No, I want the Wii U," and Michelle Obama had no idea what that was.
Awesome.
She was like. she said, and this is how I think America feels about it, and so this lets you know how on the pulse the president and his family might be. She said, number one, what is that? And number two, well, what makes that different than the first one?
Yeah,
and I was like, "Whoa, that is telling, boy." Shoot.
Wow,
that's it. Yep,
it's over. I'm sorry, Reggie.
Yeah, right.
It made me happy in one sense because I'm like, good. I'm glad she wasn't like, "Oh, girl, I got the Wii U and I've been playing such and such," because they got more important things to do. So it made me happy on one sense that she had no idea what it was, and then it made me a little sad on the other sense because I was like, "Oh, it's Nintendo. It's my childhood console."
And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the Wii sales numbers went up over Black Friday, and then they'll probably go back down because people thought that it was the Wii U, and so they'll just return them.
Actually, yeah, I have heard cases of people looking for Wii U's, and then the store associates will take them over to the Wii's. Or like the.
Are you serious?
Wii.
Yeah.
Somebody should be fired.
Nobody knows what it is. They're all like, "Okay, it's interesting."
Golly, that is the worst. What is wrong with people? Golly. Timothy Hall, give us something else.
Oh, hang on here. I had another one. Did you hear that BioShock is coming free with BioShock Infinite?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's for the PS3 copies of the game. So I guess if you get BioShock 2 free on PS Plus, you can get BioShock 1 free when you get Infinite. So there you go.
I'm glad they're doing that kind of stuff. Like they did that for Borderlands too.
Yeah, they did that with was it Revelations that came with AC1? It might have been. I don't remember.
You mean when Revelations came out, you got AC1?
Yeah, one of the Assassin's Creed games, one of the recent ones, came with
it had to have been
Creed
Revelations
1 for free. It might have been.
I think it was Revelations.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty neat. I mean,
I'm glad that they're doing that because that gets you hooked in the games. I think it's perfect. It gets you hooked on that game, the franchise and the story. So yeah, I'm all for that. I'm doing that right now with Borderlands.
Yeah, and the story doesn't say that. It doesn't say whether it's a digital copy or not, but I mean, I'd probably prefer the digital copy anyway. So
yeah,
there you go.
Yep.
Walking Dead has got another iOS app coming out.
Sweet.
Top down, kind of looks like Smash TV if you ask me. Black and white. Walking Dead Assault, $1.99 iOS. I was like, man, these jokers are cleaning house. Because,
yes.
I mean, who thinks like, what's his name? Kirkman, the guy who started it?
Yeah. Yep. Is it Robert Kirkman or Richard Kirkman? I can never remember. I think it's Robert Kirkman.
I think it's Robert Kirkman. Yeah, I think it's Robert Kirkman. So this guy writes a comic. It gets a television show. It gets a Facebook game. Not a huge deal. Getting Xbox, PC, PS3, iOS game. I mean, this guy's got to be elated. And, the one that we've been playing, Telltale, also released on the iOS as well, the one with all 5 episodes. And I was just thinking, I just sat back and kind of was looking at it last night, and I was like, man, good for these guys. Like, that's got to be the dream. You know what I'm saying? Like to just kind of have this full circle. I mean, and then, eventually there will probably be a movie, even though I'd imagine they're not rushing that. But
No.
I think that's awesome. So my
They
hats
could
off to
do
those
unlimited
guys.
stories with it too, because they could just do it in different parts of the world at different times.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be the same universe, but just a bunch of different stories. That's for sure.
The vampires are out and the zombies are in, people. That's
Thank
what's going
you,
on.
Lord. Thank you.
Yeah, right?
I'm tired of all this melancholy, I'm misunderstood vampire, bad graphic movies coming out.
Paint my face white, listen to The Cure, and run around at midnight.
With my boyfriend that howls at the moon. All these freaking girls running around.
Exactly. It's so funny.
Okay, so now we know that Gabe is Team Jacob.
Yes.
Did you guys go see that movie? The newest Breaking Dawn?
Yeah, I took the wife to see it.
Router, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Lauren wants to go see it, but because we've done the midnight showings of the other Twilight series too. That was kind of a tradition in our family. So we've usually done them, and
She was sick this year.
Yeah, and we gather a bunch of people together and do the midnight showing. But yeah, this year she's sick, and with Piper, it's just a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, my wife and I used to take her to the midnight showings, but this one we just went over the opening weekend, and I think it was the better of the last few. So
it better be.
The books are really good. I read all the books. Like Lauren read the books, and then she was like, "Tim, you have to read these." And I'm like, "All right, whatever. I'll give it a whirl." And honestly, their books are actually really decent. It's just like I can't stand the movies anymore.
No, Tim, go if you've read the books, go see the last movie, because Krista said they changed some stuff from the book.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
In a meaningful way. Like, there's actually a moment where you your breath gets taken away. You're like, whoa.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you'll understand when you see it.
My breath got taken away on the very first one. I was like, this is terrible.
I know, right? The first one was horrible.
I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean?
I know. That's the way I meant it.
It made me wish that I could have seen it in a theater full of people, so I could have heard the air just come out of the theater all at once. You know what I mean? Just like,
that's great.
Yeah. So speaking of Hollywood, the first promo pictures of Ashton Kutcher have come out as Steve Jobs, and I'm excited.
He looks
for that.
Amazing.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
He looks amazing. Yep. He looks just like him.
Yeah, he really does.
He really does.
Well, he looks more like his better looking brother.
Yeah, it's true.
It's kind of what he looks like. But I'm excited about Ashton Kutcher doing that, and I think it's good that he continued to step away from I don't know. To me, he always plays like a stupid guy.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll be nice to see him. I mean, if he gets this down, it could be like a career-changing role for him, I think.
I think you're right. I think he's always been, Ashton Kutcher now always equates with technology, social networking. This is a perfect fit for him. Yep. And, if he pulls this off the way I think he's going to, yeah, that's just going to launch him. He's no longer That 70s Show kid anymore. He is now an established person.
Exactly. I love when actors take that turn and you're like,
yep.
Oh, I don't have to refer to him as the guy from Dude, Where's My Car anymore. I get to say
Exactly.
He's the guy that was Steve Jobs.
Yep.
Router, you got something for us?
The Last of Us coming out in the spring. Not.
Yeah,
apparently,
no. Why?
Apparently, somebody sent a picture into IGN of a reservation card at Walmart, and it had to pre-order The Last of Us, and it said coming spring 2013, and then Sony's like, no, we haven't announced any release date, and Walmart doesn't know what they're talking about. So,
exactly, and there's an asterisk on there. It's like subject to change at the bottom. Yeah, you're like, well, I could say it. I could say that.
Exactly. So yeah, that was funny. And what else I got?
Wait, speaking of Last of Us, though.
Yes.
There's a new trailer dropping on the 10th of this month. 12/10/12. There's a new trailer from Naughty Dog for The Last of Us, which somehow makes its way into every podcast we do.
Yes,
because we're that excited. Come on, Naughty Dog. Come on, Naughty Dog.
You're right.
Married to The Last of Us.
Married to The Last of Us.
They're like Naughty Dog to me is like Bad Robot. Like right when they are putting out something, I'm like, yep, I'm getting it, or I'm going to see it because I'm a big J.J. Abrams fan as well.
Yes. Yeah, that's good stuff. What was I saying? Oh, so Hitman Absolution had a couple crashes, bugs that they have to fix for this week. Apparently, some Xboxes and PS3s basically had some corrupted files, and you had to start all over again.
No, so all over?
Yep. So Square Enix is putting the patch together, and that should be available starting next week. So just be careful when you're out there assassinating people left and right.
Speaking of, that's on sale at GameStop. I don't know if it's like a one-day sale or what, but it's on sale today for $40.
Yeah, I feel bad. Like it only did for PS3, it did 202,000, and for Xbox, it did 257,000 units in its first week. And man, everybody, I'm feeling like some hype from this. Like a lot of people are saying Hitman's great. Somebody was telling me, I think Hitman's way better than Assassin's Creed. The stealth is so much better, and of course, it's two completely different things, but. A lot of people are loving this game, and I'm surprised that the units are that low.
It doesn't have no multiplayer.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, also, too, anything that comes to Redbox ultimately has lower sales numbers.
Yeah. Dishonored's the same way.
Yeah.
You know what? A side note on that, Square Enix is jacking up all over the place. Did you guys hear about their Facebook app that went along with Hitman?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So they made a promotional app called Hire Hitman, and you could send death threats to your friends with images that it pulled from their profile. And come on, y'all, that's just a bad idea. I mean,
that sounds like, terrible.
It is terrible, and in this time where like bullying is such a big deal to people, like I don't know how bullying's made its way. Like I got bullied a bunch, but for some reason it was not a big deal 15, 20 years ago. But just the way bullying is right now, man, you gotta be more careful. Death threats, y'all, over Facebook? Come on.
That's crazy.
Wasn't it like, it was like Hitman contracts. I like the idea of it from a marketing perspective. Sounds great. The execution was just horrible. So, I always like when marketing kind of ties in with the whole game and how it all works. Of course, that's how marketing's supposed to be. But I like the idea of that. They probably could have done it a heck of a lot better. But yeah, I heard that, and it got taken down like that same day, didn't it?
Yeah, they said it was hours later. Quote, wide of the mark. They were saying that it was wide of the mark that they were trying to hit. I'm like, yeah, you think? Freaking Square Enix?
Yeah.
Golly. Get Tomb Raider out here. Stop being stupid.
Exactly. Did you re-rent Hitman and get any further than you did last episode?
No, because I was on the road.
Oh, that's true.
We were on the road most of last week, and so.
But you like it, right?
I just did Black Ops. Man, I freaking really like it.
Okay, cool.
But I'm not far enough into the game where if it deleted my save game, then I'd be really mad. I'd be like, oh, I got to do those 4 levels. I could imagine being deep into that game and having to start over. Oh, happened to me on Shenmue. It's the worst.
I wouldn't even want to.
Yeah, you almost you're like, oh, I'm not going to play this.
I'm one of those guys that plays a campaign one time, and that's it.
Yeah, me too. If you like the game enough, you probably would, because that happened to me with The Walking Dead. I was downloading episode, 4, and I lost all my gameplay. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. I lost it all. So I just went back and did it again. And
but those are short games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Hitman, I can imagine some of these guys were more than just 4 hours into it, 5 hours in, and lost their stuff. That's like if you lost your Assassin's Creed halfway through. Yeah. That's 20 hours. You know what I mean? That you've lost.
Yeah, that by then I probably would just be like, I'm done.
Exactly. Hall, you got something else?
That's it, man.
Router, you got anything?
One last thing. I just heard this yesterday. Johnny Depp has a $17 million house here in Nashville now.
Really?
That's awesome.
So be on the lookout for Mr. Johnny Depp. He's probably hanging out around here now. I think
You'll see him.
I think it's in Franklin somewhere. So that was pretty interesting that he chose Nashville.
Of course, it's in Franklin. You'll see him.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I see him. I need to see where he's buying his freaking facial creams from, so I know when to stop aging.
Yeah, exactly.
That Joker's got that on lockdown.
You should see pictures of this house, though, man. It is ridiculous, like ridiculous. So
he's got Tim Burton posters up all over the place.
I wish. No, it's actually. It seems like really kind of over the top. I don't know. It's not like modern or anything. It just seems kind of your classic actor $1 million home, millions of dollar home. I should say.
Did he say what brought him to Nashville?
I think he's doing some music stuff now.
I kind of figured that would be the case because I think that's what he started out doing.
Yeah. Yeah, how'd that work out for him?
Not as good as acting.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So if I see him, Gabe, if I see him, I will invite him to the show.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
See how much he's into video gaming.
Yeah.
All right, I've got one stupid thing, a shout out, and the question of the week left.
Sweet.
The stupid thing. So Star Wars brought out, I don't know if it's Star Wars, but it's called the Star Wars Force Glove. And you can buy it, and it's a glove that you can wear, and it's got a magnet in the palm, and you can flip it over, and you can force pull or force push things.
Awesome.
And I thought, I cannot wait to see some like sweaty 47-year-old who lives by themselves with his force glove on at their house by themselves. I think that'd be hilarious.
What can you force push, like marbles?
No, like little metal things, because it's a magnet.
Who's getting that for Christmas?
Please don't.
Merry Christmas, boys. That's my present to you. You spoiled it, Gabe. You spoiled it. Dang it.
I know, I'm the worst. The Star Wars Force Glove. It's $20. I thought that was hilarious. I was like,
you're totally getting it. And you're gonna wear it on stage too.
Exactly. It's gonna be like the new Michael Jackson glove.
Hilarious.
Oh, that's amazing.
It would totally be freaking out my mic. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then my shout out goes to it's actually a happy belated birthday. The 29th of November was Pong's birthday. Atari's Pong. It turned 40.
Oh, nice.
It turned 40 a couple days ago. So shout outs to Atari and Pong. Y'all probably started something that y'all had no idea y'all were starting. And so not that there weren't any video games out before Pong, but you know, Pong is like one of the OGs, you know what I'm saying? So I guess in this instance that could be original games, but you know, it usually stands for original gangsters. But Atari's Pong, happy 40th birthday.
Hey, 40 is the new 30.
It's something like that. That's only what 40-year-olds say. 30-year-olds don't say that. You ever notice it's always the older people saying it's the new younger version of whatever it was? They're like, oh, 40 is the new 30. No 30-year-olds is like, no, it's not.
No,
30 is the new 30.
No.
Router's going to be telling us that in the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be like, 40's the new 20. I'm in the best shape of my life. And in complete denial. Awesome.
That's hilarious. Okay. Question of the week.
Yes.
We'll start with Hall, because Router, I think I know what you're going to say.
Okay.
I don't know if we've done a deserted island question with video games. So what 3 or 5 video games, if you were on a deserted island, would you be taking, regardless of system? It's not like, oh, well, I have a PlayStation. I took a PlayStation, so I have to do PlayStation games. What, like, you know, couple video games, Hall, would you take deserted island, had to play for the rest of your life?
That's a good one.
It's a hard one, so
yeah,
Router, you be thinking too.
I was trying to think of that while you were getting halfway through the question. Man. Well, Link to the Past, probably Final Fantasy 6.
6?
Yeah, I like 6.
I got you. No, a lot of people like 6.
That's the thing, is I like 7 too, but I don't know if I could play through 7 multiple times. Super Mario RPG. I like that game.
Oh, really? Was that good? I never played that.
That's a good game. Mario 3, I could play through that multiple times. And And I'm by
Nobody
myself,
says Mario
right?
2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're by yourself.
Yeah,
there's not
there's
a
no
campaign
multiplayer
going on.
Darn
There's
it.
no
couch there.
multiplayer on this deserted island, folks.
Yeah, there's just a folding chair.
Maybe Marble Madness.
Really?
Yeah.
That music would drive me nuts.
You got to have something to, like, you know, keep your brain energized, I guess. I don't know.
Golly, Marble Madness, just the music alone, I'd end up talking to a coconut.
God, that game is so fun.
Router?
Wow.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 3.
No, yeah, I'd probably take. All right, I would take one of the Assassin's Creeds, probably Brotherhood. I would take Mario Kart because I miss that game so much. I may get a Wii again just to play Mario Kart again. I do miss that. Let's see what else. You know what? Just because it's so long, I would probably bring Skyrim with me too, because then that would give me tons of time on this deserted island.
That's a good one.
And then, you know, and it's kind of funny because I just got this 3 days ago for my iPhone, and it's for iOS. It's called Clay Jam. It is amazing. It's all claymation animation stuff, and you're a little blue claymation ball, and it sounds really stupid, but you're this claymation ball, and you roll down a hill. And when you roll down the hill, you smash and pick up monsters, and that makes your clay ball bigger, bigger, and bigger. And at the end of the hill is this big monster that, you know, as soon as you get big, you flick your iPhone using the touchpad, and you increase speed, and then you launch him. And depending on how many meters you go and all this stuff, it is so much fun. Lauren introduced me to this game. I downloaded it, and I have not stopped playing it. Like, we usually will sit on the couch, and last night we sat on the couch, and both of us were playing this for literally 2 hours straight.
No way.
It was so much fun. So go to iTunes. It's called Clay Jam. It's free. It's so much fun.
How do you spell that?
Clay, Clay, Jam, Jam.
Oh, Clay Jam. Got you. Sorry.
Yep. No, it's great. Definitely try it. And post your thoughts too. I want to know what you guys think. I think you'll get hooked on it. I've gotten a couple other people hooked on it, and Lauren got me hooked on it. So I was like, this is great.
Is it a Game Center game?
Do you know? Hooked on it. What's that?
Is it a Game Center game? Do you know?
No, you know what? No, I don't think it is.
Boo.
No, it doesn't pop up when you load it.
I got you.
It's great though. I've been loving it. So I would probably take that because that's just my newest thing.
The fact that it's claymation makes it sound really cool. I like those.
Yeah, it's like
games.
it's not like you know, Rankin Bass, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation, but there are some elements to that, and it's cool, and it's a lot of fun. Just try it, and then next week tell me what you think,
and then take it to a deserted island.
And then take it to a deserted island. All right, Gabe, you're up. What would you take?
You know what's funny? I thought of this question at 2:30 in the morning last night, and then went to sleep and didn't even think of an answer. But I think obviously my love for Final Fantasy VII would probably have me take that, just because I don't know. I just freaking love that game. You know, there's those cult games or those cult movies where they're not necessarily great movies, or a band's not necessarily great, but they have a huge following and people love them regardless. That's me with Final Fantasy VII. I know that it's probably got flaws out the wazoo, but I freaking love that game.
That's awesome.
I think I always revert back to Plants vs. Zombies for some reason. I love that game. Yep. I can't wait. There's another one coming out, I think spring of 2013. So I can't wait for, I think that's PopCap to put that out. And man, I really don't know. I need something exciting, like, because Final Fantasy is not like an exciting game. Plants vs. Zombies is a very slow game. So I probably have to take like one of the Call of Duties. There's got to be one that's my favorite. Just something that kind of keeps your brain firing instead of just like a slow RPG. Or
would you do the first Black Ops? Would you do just Black Ops, or would you do Modern Warfare 3?
Off the top of my head, I want to say Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And I've been loving playing NBA Jam lately. Nice. Going back and playing that has been really, really fun. And just, you know, it's kind of, it's dumb. Like, you're not, you know, thinking about anything, but It was really fun. So I think those games. You guys tell us what you guys would play on a deserted island. I just thought that was an interesting question. I've never seen it asked on video games. Everybody's like, music or a book or something like that. And I'm like, a book? Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Reading? I don't think so.
Readings for winners, especially when it comes to subtitles on a video game. Well, you guys ready to get up out of here? Do you guys have any parting thoughts?
Go get some Christmas shopping done, people.
Yeah,
actually,
that's right.
No, I have one. When Tim mentioned that game was claymation, it made me think of the game The Neverhood. Do you guys remember that?
The what?
Or do you know about the Neverhood? The game? PC?
No.
It's a full claymation game. Go look it up on YouTube. It's
okay.
Really enjoyable.
Is it back in the day? A back in the day game?
Yeah, I think it came out in 95, I think.
Yeah, that'd be back in the day.
It looked really cool. So look it up.
There you go. I love it. Well, you guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/Married to the Games. Twitter, our handle is MTTGcast. We want to hear from you guys, man. Rate us on iTunes. Review us. We're on Stitcher. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. We want the show to be good for everybody. We want to keep getting better and better. We want you guys to listen and listen often. We are here. Mailbag at marriedtothegames.com. You can check out our website, marriedtothegames.com. I know it's a lot of marriedtothegames.coms and things right here, slashes. But that's where we're at. You know where to find us. I'm Gabe Patillo. For Timothy Hall. For Tim Router. We are Married to the Games. Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho. And we up out this piece.